Yes.
Been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat.
It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
We will win. Now, Dad Rock.
That's right, it is Dad Rock Wednesday. And on this day, I like to do rock hits from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and they are normally of a Caucasian persuasion. So before I get started,
you know what really grinds my gears?
What grinds my gears is that I made a mistake a couple of months ago where I accidentally, I won't say accidentally, I did it on purpose. I got pissed off at my Alexa and I ended up calling my Alexa a bitch.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
And, I kind of let it go. And then about a couple of weeks later, when my alarm goes off, because my Alexa is my alarm clock, and my alarm goes off, and I go like, Alexa off. All of a sudden, Alexa acts like she don't hear me. And it's gotten to the point where I have to like yell her name, and Alexa basically is going,
What's my name? Say my name, bitch!
And I have to say it over and over and over again, like Beetlejuice, 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 Alexa, 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 in order to get her to shut off. And you know what? I can't stop it anymore. I have to do it. It's this vicious cycle now. But you know what?
It certainly does suck.
At least I get up in the morning. I'm getting up a little bit pissed off, but at least I'm getting up on time and I'm getting to work on time. That's all I have to say. So, the song that I'm going to do tonight goes all the way back to 1973 and also 1976, and I will explain.
Well, here's your chance.
So, the song that I'm going to do is called Blinded by the Light. And the version that I'm going to do is by Manfred Mann's Earth Band. But Blinded by the Light that they did is a cover song.
Huh?
Now, I've always said if I don't know it's a cover, then I don't know any better. Normally, I don't do cover songs if I know the original one. But I did not know until, years upon years later, probably when YouTube came around, that this song was written by Bruce Springsteen. Now, this was off of Bruce Springsteen's first album back in 1973, and so he really wasn't well known, and there's a lot of songs that he was writing around this time frame that ended up being, hits for other artists, but he couldn't get it. He was getting the writing credits, of course, because there's Fire, which was done by the Pointer Sisters. There was Because the Night, which was done by Patti Smith. There is Pink Cadillac, that was done by Natalie Cole. Now, those songs all came out, that he did originally, but it was on nobody's radar. So it wasn't until those other people did it that the songs became hits and that people were like, oh, hey, that's a Bruce Springsteen song. And those people who used to go to long-ass Bruce Springsteen concerts, they know, these particular songs, but hardly anybody else did. So Manfred Mann Earth Band did this in 1976 and it became a big hit. But, when they did it, they changed around certain lyrics. And those are the lyrics that are misheard the most. Because I believe when Bruce Springsteen did it, he said something like, it had something to do with Deuce, which was a car, little Deuce coupe, So he was referring to a car, but when Manfred Mann redid it, they said revved up like a deuce. And there was some type of technical issues with the recording, and when he recorded that first lyric one time and the song came out, it sounded like he was saying douche, but he wasn't saying douche. And when Warner Records heard the record, they're like, oh, you guys gotta change this because, the Bible Belt hearing something about, feminine hygiene products, they're not gonna take that very well. But the song came out anyways. They never redid it because at that time it was really, really hard to do things like remix or, whatever, without having to just start all over again. So they did it. It became a hit. Nobody really said anything. Everybody misspoke the lyrics. And, the song is in the annals of rock and roll history. So let's take a look at what this song did do on the charts. And blammo! It went to number 11 in Australia, number 44 in Belgium, number 1 on the Canada Top Singles, number 19 in the Netherlands, number 8 in New Zealand, number 6 in the UK, but number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 1 on the US Cashbox, and number 42 in West Germany. So, of course, it's 1976, Bruce is like, oh shit, I got some money coming my way, because he had just had the album Born to Run in 75, where people was like, oh, Bruce Springsteen, yeah, I know who that guy is, because that was his first, hit album. And so you had the hit album in 1975, you got this song coming out in 1976, and then all of a sudden you can re-release some of those, Bruce Springsteen songs that nobody ever knew, but, they want to hear. So, it's a good story. So, if you like videos like this and others on my channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm trying to do at least 5 videos each and every week. So, without any further ado, here is Manfred Mann Earth Band and Blinded by the Light.
Space, we saw bright, white, blinding light.
Brighter than this?
Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a deuce. Madman drums, bombers, Indians in the summer with the teenage diplomat. In the dumps with the mumps as the adolescent bumps his way into his hat. With a boulder on my shoulder, feeling kinda older, I tripped the merry-go-round. With his very unpleasing sneezing and wheezing, the calliope crashed to the ground. Wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a deuce, another runner. Some silicone sister with the manager, mister, told me I got what it takes. She said I'll turn you on sun into something strong. Play the song with the funky break. And go-kart Mozart was checking out the weather chart, see if it was safe outside. And little early birdie came by in his curly-whirly and asked me if I needed a ride. Wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Blinded by the light. wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the night, blinded by the lights. Wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the night, in the dark with the bumps as the adolescent pumps his way to his night. With a boulder on my shoulder, feeling kinda older, I track the merry-go-round. With his flurry of pleasing, sneezing and wheezing, the lion be crashing the ground. Now Scott with a slingshot blindly found a tender spot for the lover in his hand. And some bloodshot forget-me-nots and daddies within earshot take the bloodshot turn up the band. Some selling cold sister with the manager mister. Oh, may I got what it takes. She said, I'll turn you on, sonny, to something strong. She got down, but she never got tight. She's gonna make it through the night.
You know what? That song kind of still holds up, and one of the reasons why I told that story earlier is that now when you put on headphones and you listen to it, you can hear the mixing or the production value on this song, you know, the fading into the vocals and everything else like that. So I can see doing this, making it a record, and then all of a sudden the record companies, you know, say like, you got to do it over. And they're like,
Fuck that shit.
you know, I'm not doing that over. It still worked out in the end for everybody that is involved. Now, you know, the only reason I know parts about what this song is about is the very beginning, because they're basically about Bruce Springsteen and his life, and I guess there's the Madman is somebody who's in part of the band for Bruce Springsteen. It's all basically a part of his life, and that's one of the things that people liked about Bruce Springsteen, is that he wrote about his life, and he wrote about, you know, things that other people could connect with, because like, hey, I'm from New Jersey, hey, I know this, hey, I know that. So it was one of those kind of things. So if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.